What's this? Is it some kind of treasure hunt? I need to solve this riddle.
My name's Cat Detective. Give me the violin room. Wow! Oh.
Hey, Mr. Pig, are you done snorkeling already? Come back anytime.
Hey, buddy, can you get the piano fixed already? You're getting on my damn nerves. This is supposed to be a holiday.
Hey, I'm not a bunny, pal.
Yeah, and I'm not your pal, Bunny. Hey, fella, you'd think with ears that big you could tell when your key was out of tune. I can't work under these conditions. Sinatra, Valley, Sammy Davis.
Aha! Here comes another of our secret brotherhood. Well met, Pinky.
Brotherhood?
Ah, come on now. I see how it is. You're one of these hush-hush types, right? It's all very secret. Yeah.
Eugene, what are you talking about? You know we're not supposed to speak of the ceremony with strangers.
Strangers? I don't see any strangers, Joyce. The pink fellow is a guest just like us. I bet you my last penny he's in on it. Isn't that right, Pinky?
In on it?
Oh, come on. You're not going to keep that up until tonight, are you? Until we don the purple robes and chant the chanty chants and all that?
Eugene!
well, the little wife is not pleased with me. You best run along now, Pinky, so she can scold me properly.
Hey, buddy, can you get the piano fixed already? You're getting on my damn...
Get lost, George. I am in no humor to talk to you just now. You always ruin everything.
Well, hello there. What do you know? It's the film shoot reunion and I haven't been invited. I have to say, my dear, you look absolutely stunning. And so does your fellow here, minus that hideous costume. What is it like, Mr. Duck, to have to play a monster? Wouldn't you rather play the romantic lead, like that great Gan? But wait, don't tell me. You can't, because of your voice. Am I right? That voice of yours is just the right voice for silent movies. You'll never be a proper leading man with an improper voice like that. You'll be stuck playing monsters until someone reinvents silent movies. What's the matter, boy?
Come on, Dandy. We are late for the radon inhalation as it is.
Oh well, I'll be off to find me some stimulating conversation instead.
Valley, Sammy Davis Jr. What did they all have in common? They'd have all strangled that dumb mutt by now for crimes against music. I can't mix a cocktail under these conditions.
Are you all right, sir?
Didn't you claim stuff down there as healthy? I guess I wasn't very sick to begin with.
It seems you're in luck, sir. There appears to be a spontaneous vacancy for the Radon Spa. Do you want to go in now?
Of course I do.
Very well, sir. I assume this is your first time trying radon therapy, sir?
Yes it is.
Now, for beginners, it's not advisable to stay in the spa for very long. Please take this time indicator with you, sir. When you've reached the bottom of the stairs, press this button. The device will tell you when it's time for you to leave. Now, when you're down there, take deep breaths and remember, it's good for your health.
That wretched cat detective. He was making fun of my voice, Diva. My voice. My voice is not funny. I sound like a duck. Don't I sound like a duck?
Oh, yes, Dandy. You sound exactly like a duck.
You know, Diva, when I started in the movie business, there was one lesson I learned really quickly. If you look like a duck, you better sound like a duck. When I tried to get work as a young fledgling, I tried to get work with my normal voice. You know, the voice I use when I talk with you. But I could not get work with that voice. No, Diva. In movies, when you look like a duck, you have to sound like a duck. And I look like a duck. Don't I look like a duck?
Ah, yes, Dandy. You look exactly like a duck.
Confound that cat detective. I curse him, but I know that he is right. My voice was absolutely fine when movies were still silent, but now movies have sound. And who wants to hear the voice of a duck?
Plenty of people want to hear the voice of a duck, Dandy, darling. I, for one.
Oh, you. Unfortunately, the public is not like you. For years I have tried to repress the horrible truth, but cat detectives forced me to finally admit it. The days of my glory are over, Diva. I will never play anything other than monsters ever again. Oh, I hate that cat detective. I could kill that cat detective.
Did you enjoy your inhalation, sir?
Thank you. It was very beneficial.
Oh, just you wait for the long-term effects, sir. Excuse me, sir. What is it, Ted?
I seem to have lost the key to the pump room. Have you seen it around here by any chance?
You lost the key to the pump room. Again, and you're asking me if I've seen it. Again. Little piece of advice, Ted. This is how I recover things that I have lost. I try to remember when I've seen them last. Now, the last time I saw the pump room key is when you opened the pump room with it this morning. When did you last see the pump room key, Ted?
The last time I saw the key was when I locked up the pump room again this morning. No, wait. I still had it when I tried to fix the piano in the bar later. I used it to open the piano lid.
You should look in the bar then. I'll come with you. I could use a drink.
Georgie. Hey, don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but you look like a guy who could use a drink.
Cosmopolitan?
Well, I visited Rome once. Man, those Spanish steps are really something.
I'd like a Seabury Stampede, please.
You take a teeny drop of gin and mix a little seaweed. You take another drop of gin and give the lemon a little squeeze. Give it a big old splash of gin. And the thing you really need, it's a juicy sea berry. That's the Seabury Stampede. Yeah. Tell me, what ails you? You work?
My work? You do have a point there. Half the time, I don't know what I'm doing. And the other half, people in purple robes are trying to kill me. I'm getting too old for this.
Hey, George, what can I do you for?
You got a Bloody Mary?
Nah, Mary only works Tuesdays and every other Thursday. And that kind of language will get you a sock in the mouth, Limey.
Do you think I could get a mojito?
Hey, look, pal, I never cared for the punk movement, and this ain't no barbershop.
Can I have the Ratman Boppeth?
Well, here's a little drink that I think is sublime. You take a drop of whiskey, then you add in a lime. A little bit of soda make the drink go pop, and then we drink until we drop. Oh, 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 yeah. Tell me, what ails you? Is it that Doyle Loonigan?
Doyle Loonigan? Why should I be worried about that old crook? He's finally in prison where he belongs.
What, you ain't read the paper? Well, I ain't gonna spoil it, George, if you ain't read the paper. Another cocktail, George?
Whiskey sour?
Depends how long it's been in the barrel, I guess.
Make me a Diva Diver, please.
Get out of town, the fellas cry. This sauce is for the gals. I'll only take a scotch on rocks when I'm boozing with my pals. But just one sip and any man would have a second think, because here's the rub, the Diva Diver, it's anybody's drink. Tell me, what ails you? Is it that duck actress?
You mean Diva? What about her?
She told me what you said to her in the lobby earlier today, George. No pun intended, but you behave like a real chauvinist pig.
I'm not a chauvinist, I'm worried about her. You and me both know that ducks have their place in this world, just like any other animal. Why can't Diva be content with her station in life? Why does she have to try and rise above it? She's just like her father.
You know her old man, George?
I knew him, but that was a long time ago.
I miss you more than you miss me. No, Gladys, I am the person doing the most missing here. No, you got this mixed up again.
I'd like a coffee and one of these, please.
You ordering a donut, Porky? Are you out of your mind? You shouldn't be fooding like that. You're not exactly the leanest pig, is all I'm saying. Now, while we're talking munchies, this ain't no donut, Mr. Pastry Chef, sir. I could be wrong, but last time I checked, donuts had holes.
Je suis très désolé, monsieur. I do not know what this donut is you speak of. I am selling to you the tastiest brioche on this island, and they are never with holes. Instead, they are filled with the most scrumptious snoot fruit jam, n'est-ce pas? Ce chat is the worst customer ever, monsieur. He has been bothering me about his donut all morning. I tell him he is on vacation. He should try the native dish, but no. All he wants is his donut he can get at home, abominable cat.
I'll try the brioche. What is snout fruit jam?
Hey! What are you two whispering about, Porky? Are you having secrets? Can't keep secrets from me for long, that's for certain. Greatest detective of all time, that's me. Gonna find out everything, I am.
Greatest detective of all time, mon pied, oui. Greatest nuisance of all time, more like it. If all customers were like him, I'd make them into jam and fill my brioches with them. No disrespect intended, monsieur, j'en suis sûr. Your nose does not look like a snoot fruit at all. Just stay away from the crabs, to be on the safe side of the brioche, oui.
That is very good coffee. Reminds me of the coffee I get back home at Frederick's.
Oh, you know my cousin Frédéric, monsieur? Just like me, he orders his coffee from the finest roastery in Big Town. I receive my shipment every Friday at precisely 6 o'clock in the afternoon by ship.
That's good to know. Excuse me?
Yes?
I'm supposed to get a massage?
Good luck talking to them, monsieur. They are the oldest pair of dogs. You see, one of them is always lying, but the other one is always telling the truth.
I see. And which is which?
Oh, I could not possibly tell you that, monsieur. I cannot tell them apart. One dog looks like the next to me. I don't even know which hut they work at. Could be they are both working at the mud bath hut. Could be they are both working at the massage hut. Or then again, one could be working at the mud bath hut, and one could be working at the massage hut. Who knows?
Well, one of us is certainly in charge of the mud bath hut, and the other one certainly is in charge of the massage hut.
I am in charge of the mud bath hut. My brother over there is in charge of the massage hut.
You're not fooling me. You work at the massage hut.
Why, yes, that's right.
Porky, you amaze me. I didn't think you'd have it in you. Are you sure you're just a humble vacationer? You could very well be a detective with deductive skills like those. Not a famous one like me, obviously.
Can I have my massage now?
Oh no, I'm sorry, but we lost our keys. We can't open our huts without our keys.
Aha! Surely that is a mission for a great detective, such as yourself, eh, Porky? Go find their keys for them, would you? I'm waiting for a massage myself here.
I'll find your keys.
Oh, would you? We lost them down at the beach. Such a lot of sand there.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I suspect you need a metal detector for that.
I say, old chap, have you observed the local fauna? That snout fruit bears a striking resemblance to your nose.
Don't stand in my sun, please.
Aren't you hot in that outfit?
I am, but I have to wear it. It's my work outfit. I'm the bartender.
Then why are you out here and not in there tending bar?
Oh, I never have to work much when the singing bartender is staying at the hotel. Bless him. He spends all his time behind the bar anyway. He does my job better than I do. Speaking of which, would you be so kind and fetch me a cocktail? A cocktail would make my free time so much more enjoyable.
I can't take a towel that belongs to someone else. That would be stealing.
Ugh.
Craft something? What do you think this is? Well, it isn't. Craft something. Huh?
Hello, old chap. How on earth did you get down here?
I'm on a quest.
You're on a quest? How very adventurous of you. And what does that entail?
It entails climbing that tower.
Climbing the tower? That tower is utterly dilapidated. Legend has it the tower was built so the first settlers of this island could watch the ocean. I don't know what they were watching for, precisely. Some people say that it was something very dangerous. But that was a long, long time ago. Nowadays, the only dangerous thing is climbing that tower. But do go on, if you must.
I found your keys.
Looks like we have to open up our huts then.
Please undress and get into the mud bath, sir. Please close your eyes so I can apply the sea cucumber, sir. Sea cucumber on the eyes has a very soothing effect, sir. Please use your time in the mud bath to relax and unwind, sir. I will come back when the time is up.
Mr. Gander, I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you agreed to this business meeting. I can't tell you too many details, but I have a message, and that message needs a voice. The message is a big message, so the voice needs to be a big voice. A voice of big impact, I mean. And what voice would be better suited to my purpose than that of the great Gander himself? You are Big Town's #1 radio star. That makes you just good enough for my plans. Here are the lines that I want you to memorize. And here are some instructions that will lead you to the place of your performance. No, don't read them now. Read them later today. My factory whistle will go off at 5:30. That will be your cue. Read the instructions then, and follow them immediately. Oh, I know what you're going to say. What about the money? Well, I couldn't very well bring it with me to the mud bath. I'll meet you later in your room and bring you the money. For now, we should leave. This mud is getting cold.
The time is up. Please get out of the mud bath, sir. I hope the experience was relaxing, sir.
Please undress and lie down on the massage table, sir. Please try to relax, sir.
If I was able to relax, I wouldn't need a massage.
Please be patient for a moment, sir. There is another customer that I have to attend to. I'm sorry for the interruption, ma'am. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the neck muscles. I can feel a lot of tension in your neck, ma'am.
That is not tension, that is pain. Ouch! That, cat detective, is such a pain in the neck. I could kill him, you know. Disturbing my beautiful film shoot with his antics.
Try to relax, ma'am. Think beautiful thoughts.
The only beautiful thought that I have is that abominable cat's head on a platter
Pardon my imagery. I make horror films.
I'm sure that's one bad case of a cat, ma'am. And that's it. You're good to go. Please come back and see us again if your schedule permits it. I'm sorry for the interruption, sir. Now, what do we have here?
Actually, this could be a bit harder. Too hard, a little too hard.
And that's the best I can do for you, sir. Please come back every day of your stay on Relax Island. You are the tensest pig I have ever laid paws on.
Hey, Georgie, how's your vacation going?
Vacation? That Mrs. Meek gave me a whole list of things to do. And to top it all off, there's a real bartender having a real vacation down at the beach. He wants me to bring him a cocktail.
What kind of cocktail shall it be, my friend?
Can you make it a bad one?
A bad cocktail? Now I'm offended. You and I both know I cannot make a bad cocktail, George. I'll make my best cocktail for you, George. One you won't find on any menu. Walk with me on the sand. Rest your head on my shoulder. In the cool island breeze, would you call out to me? Love, sweet melody. Now this is my famous relax on the beach. Nothing bad about it. The only thing that can make this cocktail bad is adding snout fruit. So don't do that, George. I'm counting on you.
Thanks. Here's your cocktail.
That is vile. Is that snout food I taste? What does... I'd better go and teach him how to make a proper cocktail.
A towel always comes in handy.
Did you bring a towel?
I brought my own towel.
Very good, sir. Enjoy your stay.
we should not be talking about work when we're in the bar. But I can't stop worrying about that key you lost, dear. You know, the key to the North Gate?
Oh, you can stop worrying about that.
Oh, you found it again? Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say I found it exactly. But I do know where I lost it now. It must have been when I was taking a swim this morning in the hotel pool.
Oh dear, you lost the key to the North Gate in the swimming pool? What about the key to the South Gate? I hope you didn't bring that into the hot springs with you, dear. Water and keys seem to be a dangerous combination with you.
Oh, no. Don't you worry about that, ma'am. The key to the South Gate is safe and sound in the pocket of my uniform. And my uniform is safe and sound in the changing room. It's not like you to worry about keys so much. Is something else the matter?
Oh, bless you for asking, dear. Oh, one of the new guests is an absolute pest. Calls himself Cat Detective and demands to be put in the violin room of all places. And I remember him from last year when we did put him in the violin room. Such a horrible mistake. He kept us all awake at night scratching away at that poor old fiddle. Luckily, the violin room was already taken this time, but he made such a fuss about it. It was almost as bad as his violin playing. I know cats have 9 lives, dear, but I would gladly kill that cat detective 9 times over for just one moment of...
Oops, wrong door. This looks like it belongs to Mrs. Meek. Aha! A guard's uniform. Wait a minute. Does this mean... I knew this was the right cabin all along. This is one locked gate. Excuse me. Are you selling something?
I have sea cucumbers and sea berries, my friend. Do you want some?
Are these popular island souvenirs?
Island souvenirs? Not that I heard of. They're a popular staple food for island folk. That's what they are. Used to be a time when everybody was harvesting their own sea cucumbers and sea berries. Well, that time has long gone now. Nowadays, most everybody works in the factory and nobody has time anymore for harvesting. Lucky for me, that means I don't have to work in the factory myself. Instead, I can sell sea cucumbers and sea berries to the factory workers. But I shouldn't talk about the factory at all. The owner of the factory doesn't like it when we talk about the factory to the vacationers. He doesn't like it when we talk to the vacationers at all, now that I think about it. I'm sorry, but I can't say any more. I'm sorry, but I can't say any more.
Are you the violin maker?
What? Oh, aye, 'cause of the sign. I see. Aye, laddie, I was a violin maker when there was mere call for that profession. There's nae need for violin making on our island any mair. We used to be a fair fiddling folk, you ken, but nobody has much time for useless things nowadays. It's all work, work, work in yon factory. No, nobody needs an odd violin maker like this yon anymore. No, if I could export my violins to the mainland, that would be another thing entirely. But shipping costs are awfully dear.
Work in the factory?
What factory? Oh, but I can't talk about the factory. The owner of yon factory doesn't take well to us talking about the factory.
Oh, I need a violin maker.
What have you done to your violin? It's gubbed.
Ah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is kind of why I need a violin maker.
Well, I can't help you. See, the scroll came right off. It can't be saved. And I have been out of business for so long, I just didn't have the spare parts lying around anymore. Come back with a new scroll and maybe I can fix your violin. And get me some glue while you're at it. Glue is what sticks things together after all. Now, off with you. I'm cleaning my sea cucumbers. Geese peace.
Get away from my truck. Mind your own beeswax.
Well, look who's here. It's that wee fella for the boat this morning.
Fellow? Isn't he the one that fell overboard?
No, that was the other one, remember? You know, the greatest detective of all time. This one's just another run-of-the-mill vacationer.
A vacation, eh? Down here. Fancy that.
Aye, well, he's right, you know. Isn't it often we get one of you fancy people down here slumming it with us simple folk? What's your name anyway, son?
My name's George.
Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance, George. And what is it you do?
I'm a private investigator.
An investigator? Is that no kind of like a detective?
A detective? Here, here.
Hold your wee stew. He's got a point though, son. Shouldn't he be blotting out your profession for the whole world to hear? Did he serve that other detective fellow well?
Let's have a song, shall we?
Oh, well, that's a bro idea. Hey, Badgin. Play it again.
Keep it down, boys.
You still here, son? The Harper Tavern isn't the safest place for the likes of you.
Can you sing me that song again?
Oh, well, that's a bro idea. Hey, Badgin, play it again.
Keep it down, boys. Welcome to Gilman's Pub. I'm Mrs. Gilman.
The secret password is octopus.
Oh my, I haven't heard that word uttered in here in a long time. You must be a great adventurer, my lad.
It was very entertaining. I got around quite a bit, you know.
Oh, of that I'm sure, my lad, of that I'm sure. You do know, of course, that you deserve a great reward for completing all these adventures around the island, don't you?
Learning about the history of this beautiful island is reward enough for me.
Oh, that's just what they all say. Now, here is your reward. It's an ancient amulet, a trinket of great worth. It marks you as a worthy and adventurous explorer. Mind you, I would not wear it too openly if I were you. It's a cheap thing, really. You do know, of course, that this map originally used to be a game for kids, right? A game to entertain them for the duration of their vacation on the island. It was a long time ago.
I figured as much.
Of course, nowadays there are hardly ever any kids on vacation here. New Hotel does not like them. It's a very posh place. Facials here, mud baths there, full of crooks and movie stars. No fun anymore. It used to be so different with the old hotel. But then, of course, that was before, when our own people still ruled the island. Used to run that hotel too. All over now. But here I am going on about things I shouldn't be going on about at all. The hotel management doesn't like it when we natives talk to their guests, you know. Is there anything else I can do for you, my lad?
I am really interested in your model ship.
No, but I can't let you near our model ship. Ships are a serious thing and only for proper seafaring folk. Now, you might be a great adventurer, lad, but can you even tie a proper knot?
Just name the knot and I'll tie it for you.
Well then, I'd like you to show me the double snubble. Well, that is a promising start. But you should practice more. Have you learned to knot a proper knot in the meantime, lad?
I'm the knot master.
Then show me. The thyristor twist. Well, that is a... But you should practice more. Then show me. The string sling. Well, that is a promising start. But you should practice more. Then show me. The knot. That's some very impressive knotting, my lad. Look at our ship all you want.
Thank you very much. I appreciate a good ship.
Can we go back to the hotel now, Eugene? I'm sure we're not supposed to be out here.
Utter nonsense, Joyce. If we weren't allowed out here, the gate would have been locked.
But I want to get back to the hotel in time to dress up for the ceremony.
Really, Joyce? You are such a fusspot. Nobody will see what you are wearing. Those purple robes cover everything. And the ceremony doesn't start until 6 o'clock. As long as the tide is high, we have plenty of time.
Unwind and relax with Reba Seaberry juice. The juice that makes you glow inside. here on the shores of the deep green sea.
Well, hello, old chap. And where did you come from? Don't you know there is no trespassing on this side of the fence? Well, don't let the guards catch you here, old chap. Word has it the owner of the factory is a miserable old owl. It's best...
I brought the scroll and the glue.
So you did, laddie-o. Let's make a violin. Here's your violin, lad. Sorted. Try to treat it a bit better fae now on, eh?
What do I owe you?
Oh, just give me whatever you think it's worth, lad. Jeez, oh lad, that's a mighty fine payment. That might even be enough to put this yin back in business. Thank you very much, I'm sure. That's the shift at the factory switching out. It is 5:30. I need to get my tea on.
5:30 already? It's time for my liver wrap.
There, one lovely liver wrap snugging place, dear. Now all you have to do is lie down and relax and be detoxified. You can remove the wrap in half an hour. Have a nice nap, dear.
I hope there's good reason for this get-together.
Whatever it is, I hope you make it short. I have a previous engagement that I am impatient to get to.
I'm afraid we will all have to stay here for a little while. There has been an accident. One of our guests is unfortunately deceased. I telephoned the police and they specifically told me to assemble all the guests for investigation.
Well, if that is the case, where is everybody? This is hardly all the guests. I'd say it's about half.
Ted, where are the other guests?
This is everybody I could find on such short notice.
Oh, well, be a dear and find the others.
Yes, Mrs. Meek.
Yes, why not the staff as well, Mrs. Meek?
Why, I don't know, dear. The police said it wasn't necessary. They only want to see the guests.
Bien, so I can go.
Oh, no, you can't. You saw it happen. You have to stay.
He saw what happened?
De murder, mademoiselle.
Murder?
Oui, mademoiselle. The Monsieur Cat Detective did not fall from the tower all by himself. There was another person with him. And that person pushed the cat to its death.
Pushed him from a tower? You're not saying that that annoying cat detective is dead?
I don't believe this. My cast needs their beauty sleep, and the crew has to rise and shine early in the morning. We cannot stay up all night waiting for the police to arrive just because of some trifling murder. We have a horror movie to make.
Not only do the police have to arrive, they also have to figure out who did it. That'll take all night. Too bad the only person who was professionally equipped to solve a murder was, murdered.
Oh, I've had enough of this. George, why don't you say something? Well, if you won't, I will. That cat detective wasn't the only detective on this island.
What does that mean? Whatever do you mean, dear?
Is there anything you want to tell us, George?
Yes, Georgie Porgy. Why don't you tell all these people who you really are?
I have a feeling your dark past is going to come out, dear. Well, a tiny chapter of it at least.
Are you people trying to tell me that you don't know who this bothersome fellow is? Why, he is a detective. The famous pig detective, no less.
Another detective? Great. That's just what we need.
Why, I had no idea. But what a blessing, dear. If you really are a detective, it would save us a world of hassle. You just have to solve the case before the police get here. Then we won't have to have an investigation. Just figure out who the murderer is, dear, so we can all go to bed.
You say that as if it was easy.
Well, isn't it? All you have to do is tell us who had a motive. Isn't that how this is done, dear?
That is exactly how it's done. Unfortunately, more than one person in this room had a motive to kill Cat Detective.
More than one person? He must have been a very undesirable cat for that to be the case.
Well, he was. From what I witnessed during my stay here, Cat Detective had plenty of enemies. In fact, the murderer could be anybody.
Anybody?
Well, obviously not you, Duckling.
Oh, thank you.
But, for example... You said you could kill Cat Detective because he made fun of your voice. I overheard you saying so at the Radon Spa.
Who? Me? You must be out of your mind.
You said you could kill Cat Detective because he disturbed the film shoot. I overheard you saying so in the massage hut.
You eavesdropped on me while I was getting a massage. I don't believe this. Okay, so I did say I could kill that cat for disturbing my film shoot. And you really think I would do that? In that case, aren't you afraid for your own life? You disturbed the film shoot just as much as he did. Maybe even more so.
Then why didn't you complain about me to your masseur as well?
Maybe I wasn't as angry at you. You seem kind of cute, in a dopey kind of way. Maybe I thought we could get a drink sometime or something. That was before you accused me of murder, of course.
What, me? I'm a manager, not a murderer.
You said you could kill Cat Detective because he said you were a bad manager. I overheard you saying so in the hotel lobby.
You nosy porker. It makes no sense to deny it. As his manager, I was talking to Mr. Gander in the lobby when Mr. Cat Detective interrupted us. He was very impolite and he did insult my competence as a manager, but he is an admirer of Mr. Gander's. And as his manager, I refrained from killing Mr. Gander's admirers. It would be bad for business. You must admit that it could not have been me who killed the cat.
You're saying I did it? But I'm the witness.
You said you could kill Cat Detective because he was rude to the staff. I overheard you saying so at the cafe.
Ah oui, I was at my cafe and served coffee at the guest all day. But I never said that thing you said I say.
Me, dear?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, not at all. I'm flattered. I always fancied myself secretly as a more colorful character.
You said you could kill Cat Detective because he was making such a fuss about his room and because he was such a horrible violinist. I overheard you saying so in the hot springs.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You know, I did take a bath in the hot springs today. And I'm afraid I did see that I could kill that wretched cat for making such a fuss about his room and for being such a horrible violin player. I admit, that was not very nice of me.
Are you looking at me, George? Are you looking at me?
Actually, I don't think it was you. You don't seem to have a motive.
I'm mighty glad you came to your senses, George. For a moment there, I thought you had one cocktail too many. I never said I wanted to kill Cat Detective. Come to think of it. You said that, George. I overheard you on the boat this morning. Cat Detective hurt your pride, didn't he? Saying he was the greatest detective of all time. Do you think you're the greatest detective of all time, George? Did you kill Cat Detective out of jealousy? Or was it because he threatened to find out all your secrets? Do you have any secrets, George? And are they to kill for?
You're right. I do have a secret. I am Diva's father.
Whoa!
But I'm not a murderer. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone what I just told you.
Hey, don't worry, George. Your secret's safe with me, pal.
Is this some kind of joke? I own this hotel. Why would I murder the guests?
You said you could kill Cat Detective because he was annoying the guests. I overheard you saying so in the mud bath.
How do you know that I was taking a mud bath today? It is your own good fortune that you do not seem to remember a single word that was spoken there. Otherwise, I might just have to kill you.
The police are here, Mrs. Meek.
Oh, thank goodness! The police! And you are just in time. Mr. Pig Detective here has just finished his investigation. I am sure he will reveal who the culprit is presently, and then we can all go and mind our own business.
Oh, please. Surely the police will want to conduct their own investigation.
Pig Detective is here? Oh, what a great pleasure to see you, George.
You couldn't have come sooner?
Now, what's this I hear? You have already identified the most probable suspect? Who is it, George?
Mr. Rayburn did it.
Mr. Rayburn? But he is a trusted and cherished pillar of big town society. I'm sure he isn't capable of committing a crime. You must have been thinking of someone else, George.
Mr. Gander's manager did it.
Thank you for doing all the legwork for us. I am certain you have chosen the correct suspect. Now we can all get back to Big Town in time for supper. But I must say I'm a bit disappointed. They told me on the phone that the great Gander would be among the guests. Why wasn't he there?
I believe the Great Gander is away on some sort of secret mission. Mr. Rayburn's involved in it too. Both of them have been behaving awfully suspicious all day. Very distracting to one's holiday.
Well, I'm sorry I missed the opportunity to meet him. You know, I've always been a big fan of his. I used to listen to his radio show all the time, back when I had to work late at my old job in Cowboy Town. Well, if it's not too much trouble, maybe you could get me an autograph, George, old man?
Will do.
You know, I can't help but wonder, old chap, what was that all about?
I just solved a very important case.
Well, congratulations. What happened?
That annoying cat detective went and got himself killed.
I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, old chap, but I'm afraid I haven't the faintest idea who you're talking about.
It doesn't really matter, Plummy. The culprit's been found. It's time for a drink.
I don't know, Mr. Pig Detective. Are you sure you got the right one? Me, personally, I got my money on that Great Gander fellow. He's mighty suspicious all the time.
Seems to me that it's not yet time for that drink, old chap.
I have to find the Great Gander. Does he take these trophies everywhere with him? Now, where have I seen this before? I don't glow green anymore. That liver wrap must have actually helped. How very inconvenient when it's dark.
Hello? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? You have failed the jump of faith. Do you wish to be transported to safety, or do you wish to try again? You may undertake the jump of faith as many times as you desire. If you want to get to the other side safely, just push the button next to the door. If you need any assistance with that, just give me a shout. I'll probably be here all night. Good luck.
Well, that's just great, Deirdre. How like you to forget the invitation. Oh, now it is my fault, Harold? am I always the one who has to think of everything? I am so tired of this, I could scream. Mental load is a real thing, Harold. I read about it in a magazine. If you would just sheep up and do your part in this relationship, I would not be so tired all the time, and then I would not forget little things like invitations. Aha! So you admitted to your fault.
Good evening, sir. Do you have an invitation?
Well, not on me.
Entrance only by invitation, I'm afraid.
It sure looks like a lot of Rayburn seaberry juice was consumed here tonight.
Mr. Gander. I've come to get you for your performance, Mr. Gander.
Please don't forget your head mask, Mr. Gander. That costume looks great on you, Mr. Gander.
Please wait while I lock the door, Mr. Gander. I just have to tell you, I'm your number one fan, Mr. Gander. I used to listen to your...
Can't you stay out of trouble, dude?
What's that you're saying, little piggy? That nice pig detective is in trouble. You've got to go today? Goodbye, little piggy. Take good care of yourself over in the big town now. Big town ain't no place for a little piggy like him. But every little piggy has to grow up someday. And what's that saying? To love is to let go. Goodbye now, little piggy. Goodbye. Knapsack and a pocket of nickels. Early morning when there's no one around. I hear the sparrows sing the song of the morning. Must have heard that I'm heading to town. The whistle blares and the city stare at the dusty plains as they scurry away. Got no worries, just a grin and a promise. Every pig's gotta have his day. The big town calls my name. Everything's gonna go my way. Okay, bright lights and a sense of adventure. You can know all there is to be found. I dust my knees, step onto the platform. Piggy's heading to town.
Pig Detective. Why is everybody asking me where to find Pig Detective tonight? Oh, I better not say. Him that was asking seems to be a dangerous kind of fellow. You don't want to get mixed up with the likes of them, little guy like you. You'd better get out of here. Big town streets at night is no place for a little piggy.
Well, well, well. Now what do we have here?
It's a little winker.
Look at the little piggy coming to my market. You wanting to buy a gun, little one? Because if you're not wanting to buy a gun, you was better getting out of here real quick.
Rabbit.
Look at the little winker. He's got a trilby hat and a magnifying glass on him. What are you, Winky? Some sort of detective? Hey, Doyle, is that the famous pig detective that got you in the catter last time?
Are you making fun of me, little piggy? You'd better not be making fun of me. bigger pigs than you have tried to make a fool out of me. And they're gonna regret it too. Especially that wretched pig detective.
You better look out, Doyle. That little oinker looks mighty dangerous. And we've all seen how much bad luck you've been having with the oinkers. Right, boys?
I've had enough of this. Deal with him, Danny.
You got it, boss.
Hey, you down there.
Hey, who's that?
You leave that little piggy alone, do you hear?
Come on, boys, let's get her. You ain't afraid of a little mousey, are you?
Who you calling afraid, you big dummy? Billy, you go first.
Get her ready.
Come here, little mousey. Stop it.
Thanks, little pal.
Get it.
Oh, no, you won't.
No. This isn't the end. We always meet twice in life.
You shouldn't be looking forward to that, you crook. Are you all right, little pal? That was a close call. Good work. Our ways separate here, little pal. I have to deliver this package. The Cheese Palace is just down that street. The owner, Gloria, is a very honorable mouse. She will help you find Pig Detective. Good luck, little pal.
Hello, young fellow. Go right in. They're waiting for you.
なんて面白い豚だ。とても面白いジョークだ。
I don't get it. Why is the little piggy wearing a fedora?
Yes, I think it may be a comment on anthropomorphism in our modern society.
この豚はとても面白い豚です。
Did he just say pig detective? Did the little piggy say pig detective?
Interesting. It's a very clever concept and a rather endearing execution. The little piggy, looking for the great pig detective. It's a classic coming-of-age tale with a comedic undertone.
この豚をコメディアンとして雇わなければなりません。
Well, you think pig detective is a funny subject, do you? I see you just haven't met him yet.
誰もこの豚をコメディアンとして雇わないならば、私が雇います。あなたはとても才能のある豚です。ここに私の名刺があります。 バベルタウンを訪問するとき電話してください。なんて面白い豚だ。
Where is Pig Detective indeed? A very existential question for a little piggy such as yourself.
You're asking me where you can find Pig Detective? If I knew where to find Pig Detective, he'd be in serious trouble.
I have been trying to get a hold of Pig Detective myself lately. He's not answering his phone, that's all I know. Steve, why don't you go with this little piggy and show him where Pig Detective's office is? And tell him to call me at once.
Well, little piggy, here we go. I'll take you to Pig Detective's office.
Mr. George. Oh, I'm afraid he's not here. He's on a vacation on Relax Island, you see, and he left this morning on a boat.
Pig Detective is on Detox Island? That's horrible news. Can I use your phone?
Cromwell Manor. Gregory speaking.
Gregory, we have a problem.
Right. I'll send in the ducks. Pig Detective's in trouble.
I think I'm in trouble.
Trouble? You've been nothing but trouble. Every time I make a plan, you come and cross it. But this is the last time.
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Cat Detective.
It was an accident. My men had orders to kill the bothersome detective who was on the boat to the island this morning. And how was I to know that you weren't the only bothersome detective to come here today?
What have I ever done to you?
Done? You have seen too much. And you know too much. You snooped around Mr. Cromwell's house and almost interfered with his insurance scam.
Insurance scam? What insurance scam?
I needed that insurance money for my mining operation in Cowboy Town. Because of you, I had to borrow money from Mr. Sharkey instead.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then you followed me to Cowboy Town and disturbed my plans there.
Plans? What plans?
You even found and freed that old sheriff. That old mongrel is a threat to every honest crook. Which is why I had him abducted in the first place. And after you set him free, I had to make him chief of police in Big Town to get him out of my feathers.
Does the sheriff know about this?
As now you're here, bothering me again. I should have known. 3 times I've tried to kill you, and you've escaped every time. But you won't get away this time. Sacrifice him!
You're in a real mess, laddie. But don't worry, I'll try to get you out of it.
Mrs. Gilman? What are you doing here? And why are you wearing a purple robe? Did Mr. Rayburn recruit you into his occult cult?
Shh! Not so loud, laddie. That evil bird doesn't know that we're acquainted. I am the High Priestess of the Great Octopus to you. And we was occulting here long before that fat old owl came to our island. He's just trying to exploit our cult culture for his own evil purposes.
And he's trying to kill me.
Well, he won't. Not if I have a say in it. Are you still wearing that trinket from the scavenger hunt that I gave you? Dear congregation, we have gathered today to worship the Great Octopus. We are offering this sacrifice. But wait, what's this? He is wearing the ancient artifact. Can it be? It is true. The stranger is wearing the ancient artifact. He might be the Chosen One.
Chosen One. Chosen One? My feathers. He is not the Chosen One. He is just a bothersome detective from Big Town. Sacrifice him!
Not so fast. Legend has it that the Chosen One has flawless knowledge of the history of our people. Prove yourself, Chosen One. Tell us of the history of this island. But remember to tell it in order.
A great meteor fell from the sky. From the sea rose the creature. The city was sunk in the ocean. Our people built a hotel. The mollusk god is still worshipped here?
This narrative about the history of our people is completely correct. He is the chosen one.
Chosen one. Chosen one. He is the chosen one. Praise the great octopus. And what better sacrifice than the chosen one? Sacrifice him!
I am the great octopus. Fear my wrath. I am the great octopus. Fear my wrath. I am the great octopus. Fear my wrath.
Oh no, he's awakening!
Who's awakening?
Everybody keep calm. Everybody, run!
Eugene!
What is going on here?
Day of the Duck, sir? Today? Yes, of course, sir. Anna is the super, sir.
is going on here?
Tie the rope to the page. Quick!
Oh, that's a great knot, laddie. That should get you out of here.
Where are you, Mrs. Gilman? I can't leave you down here.
Oh, don't worry about me, laddie. I'm a fish. I can swim. Besides, I'm High Priestess of the Great Octopus, you know. He won't harm me.
All clear! Up, up!
Tentacle, tentacle!
Little piggy, you've done it again. You saved my bacon.
Mr. George, we were so worried for you. I think I need a holiday now to recover from all this excitement.
Holidays are vastly overrated, Miss Ella. I don't recommend them.
We had no idea you had a thing in action on Detox Island. I hope we haven't hurt your operation too much.
Oh, don't worry, no harm done. Just the work of a couple of years destroyed in a couple of minutes. But the show must go on, as they say. We'll just pick up the pieces and... Ted? What are we gonna do, Ted?
We will tidy up the island and give it back to the fish people.
Oh, yes. We will tidy up the island and give it back to the fish people. The island is totally reduced to rubble, of course, but I guess the fish people can deal with that. They've done it before. The important thing is that your target is safe.
Oh, yes, totally safe. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I hope I wasn't lying. You will be safe here, right?
In my own office, Gregory. Of course I'll be safe here.
Oh! We made it last. I've turned over every stone in Big Town for you, Pig Detective. Nobody messes with Doyle Loonigan and lives to tell about it. Any last words? No!
I shot him.
Little piggy! No! Miss Ella, quick! Get your car. We're going to Babeltown.
Knapsack and a pocket of nickels. Early morning when there's no one around. I hear the sparrows sing the song of the morning. Must have heard that I'm heading to town. The whistle blares and I sit and stare at the dusty plains as they scurry away. Got no worries, just a grin and a promise. Every pig's gotta have his day. The big town calls my name. Everything's gonna go my way. Okay, bright lights and a sense of adventure. You can know all there is to be found. I dust my knees, step onto the platform. Piggy's heading to town.
Hey, Butch, bought you a new cellmate. And guess what? This one's innocent too.